Throws it back up top. James puts up the three. Oh, it's gone! LeBron James from downtown as the shot clock expires. A desperation heave, and the Lakers are up 3.
Oh, snap, y'all. Oh, snap. We have some play-in tournament roses to hand out, and for that, we welcome in our good sis, Ros Gold-Onwude. And we talked before the first game, right, Ros? We had the old heads versus the new heads, the Spurs versus the Grizzlies. So let's start there. A little less dramatic, right? Who would you give the roses to for that one?
Okay. Well, for the Grizzlies, I gotta give a rose to Jonas Valanciunas. 23 points, 23 rebounds. How wonderful is it when your big man sets the tone for toughness, physicality, and effort out there? I mean, he gobbled rebounds, y'all, especially on the offensive end. Ooh, I'm liking the music. You know, creating second chance opportunities. And he absolutely ate up Pirtle when they were one-on-one. And then in the pick and roll with Ja Morant, he was very thoughtful. You made great high intelligence type reads. So absolutely, he set the tone for this team. He anchored them.
So typically, Christine is the one for dramatics, but I'm going to step in and be the one for that. Lakers Warriors, all the dramatics, but you have one rose to hand out there. I will hint that Steph Curry had 27 points, 27 points, but, you know, who is your rose going to?
Man, you got to give the rose to the dagger shot from LeBron James. In fact, he pulled a Steph Curry on Curry and said game. You know what I mean? And it was a big shot. And absolutely, he had gotten poked in the eye, you know, and he's squinting, could barely see. He knocked that down, that dagger. But the thing here is, I don't know if I want to give LeBron the rose more for the big shot or for the dramatics of it all. I mean, he is so funny. He's out here squinting, and then in the post-game interview with Rachel, he's talking about seeing 3 rims and aiming for the middle. I also want to give this man a rose and an applause for the dramatics and the theatrics of it all, man. He really understands, you know, creating that narrative, and it was just absolutely hilarious.
He made it sound like a video game, right? Like the hoop was moving or something. With his eyes. All right, listen, there's a lot of positivity here, Ros, okay? We've been throwing some roses, as you are wont to do, but, you know, every rose has its thorn, as they say, so let's give out a thorn. Who are we pricking the finger to right now?
I got to give a prick of a finger, a slap on the wrist, and a thorn to the Warriors, man. All those turnovers, they shot themselves in the foot. The Warriors gave up 20 turnovers and gave up 29 points off of those turnovers. Y'all, this was a 3-point game. The Warriors did everything they were supposed to do. Key to the game, we talked about it pregame, was that they were going to have to contend with the Lakers' size. And they did that. They really made it hard for LeBron and AD and even Drummond. Draymond was genius on defense at times. You had Andrew Wiggins having really nice moments against LeBron. You got a nice game out of Kevon Looney. Juan Toscano-Anderson, he came with the energy. They did that. Even Stephen Curry, our man had 37 points. It looked like he also was about to steal the game himself. The Warriors did everything they were supposed to do to be close, except they shot themselves in the foot with the turnovers. And that's a thorn for the Warriors. You got to concentrate.
Okay, well, let's look ahead. Eastern Conference elimination game. We got the Wizards versus the Pacers. You can give out anything you want. What would you like to give out in this one?
Well, Wizards heading into the Pacers, I'm going to give the Wizards a thorn, but it also becomes a key to the game for them against the Pacers, right? Because I think the Wizards have the talent to be able to advance over the Pacers, but they can't make it hard on themselves. Guys, against the Celtics, the Wizards were up 2 at halftime, and then that third quarter, they got popped in the mouth. So a thorn for them in their third quarter intensity because they got punched in the face and were never able to get back up. They had the momentum and lost it. You've got to be able to execute and concentrate over the course of possessions, over the course of quarters when it comes to winning games in the playoffs. And then another thorn for them for their threes. They shot 3 for 21 from the 3-point line. Now that may be uncharacteristic for the Wizards, but the fact that they kept shooting it and shooting it and shooting it, it also shows perhaps a lack of discipline there and shot selection. Get to the free throw line, make the defense work. Besides Russell Westbrook, he got to the free throw line 8 times. No one else really did. Beal got to the free throw line 2 times. Well, 2 shots, actually. So I just want to make sure that the Wizards come out, they have the concentration they need for the third quarter, and that they're taking the right selection, making the defense work for those three-point shots.
So we'll see how that one plays out. I would like to give a rose to Ros for joining us today.
Yes.
Thanks so much, Ros. We'll see you next time.